Hi, welcome to What's Cooking with Rochelle. Today we are making Hasselback potatoes. To do this you need large potatoes. As you can see, we've got ones that are pretty big. The reason is, you're making a meal here, or it could be just a side dish, but you do want a substantial size potato to make it easier to do this recipe. I have chosen Yukon Golds. You could use regular russet potatoes as well. They do have a little higher starch content. Yukon Golds are a little bit sweeter. If you are using russets, you might want to consider peeling them. With the Yukon Golds, one of the benefits of buying these bad boys is you don't have to peel them. Okay, so we need to do a couple of things to make these. We are simply going to be slicing the potatoes, and we are going to slice them lengthwise. We're going to make an herb filling for the insides of the potato. Now, you can get creative with this. You could stuff them with meat if you wanted to and cook that in already cooked meat. I apologize. But we're going to do a mixture of fresh herbs. Again, you don't have fresh ones? Don't worry. Go ahead and use dried. Please remember the ratio. If it's 1 tablespoon of fresh, it is 1 teaspoon of dried. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our herb mixture going. First off, we are going to go ahead and get some olive oil here in a dish. And we're going to be using olive oil and butter to make this, but we're going to be starting with olive oil. Okay. To this, I am adding some chopped chive. I thought a little onion might be nice in this dish. I also have some cilantro and parsley, and I even threw in a little bit of sage. I just had it on hand, and a little bit of rosemary. Rosemary is pretty strong. Be careful on the amounts of rosemary. We're also going to add some salt and pepper. We'll be adding salt again later on, but I'll show you that later. And you're simply going to toss this in the oil. And we want to get it saturated. And we are going to be stuffing this mixture inside of the potatoes. And so I just want you to, I know you've chopped it. You could put it in the food processor and mix it together real fast if you wanted to, instead of mixing it by hand. We're not making a gremolade, but we are mixing it fairly well and mushing the ingredients together. Okay, we'll set that to the side for now. Let's go ahead and get our potatoes. Now, to make a Hasselback, basically what you're doing is you're cutting it lengthwise, and we are not going to cut through the bottom of the potato. That way it makes kind of like a potato fan, okay? And so I have my guide here, and that's going to stop my knife from going down all the way. You do want to make the slices relatively consistent as far as the size goes. And you can choose the thickness that you want in your potato, but the thinner the slices, the more flavor you're going to get to stack inside. And be careful when you get to the ends. You might need to be a little bit gentle on the slice size so that it doesn't go through. So you can see the bottom is still all together. And then look at this nice potato fan we have. We're going to cut the other ones, and then we'll start stuffing. The reason for the guide, not only will it make a consistent cut, make sure you don't cut it all the way through, but it will also make it easier to cut them faster. Now this dish is quick and easy to put together, although it does take about 50 minutes in the oven. I do have my oven preheating to 325 degrees. That little end has a little booger on it. If you have not heated your oven to 425 degrees, please go ahead and get it on. Oops. See, that's what you're not supposed to do. Alrighty. Well, I guess it stayed attached a little bit. Let's do one more. Okay. Now to the fun part, which is the stuffing. You could cook them on a sheet pan with a silicone mat underneath. You could also just cook them on a sheet pan with some aluminum foil. We're going to actually make it in this dish today. So I'm going to go ahead and get my potatoes set up in here. First thing I'm going to do is drizzle some oil, and then we're going to start stuffing. Okay, now when you're stuffing yours, you want to make sure that you get as much goodness as you can in every single slice. So just grab a handful and stick it in. If you wanted to make this spicier, you could absolutely add any kind of spice you want. If you want Tabasco, or if you want more like an Asian spice, you could add chili crack or any of the seasonings. You could even add chopped jalapeno in the actual mixture that we're stuffing in here. Now, if you have a larger family, please feel free to double or triple the recipe. These are great leftover as well if they don't all get eaten the day they're made. Okay. All right, last thing is we're going to drizzle them with just a little bit more olive oil now that they are opened. And we're just going to put a little bit more fresh pepper. And salt. You do want a coarse grain salt and pepper for these. That'll just make the outside excellent. Okay, we are going to be leaving these in the oven at 425 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes. Then we're going to take them out, add a little bit of butter to them, and put them back in to make them extra crispy. Our potatoes have been in the oven for about 45 minutes. All right, and the last step to making wonderful, crispy Hasselback potatoes is to add butter on top. Kind of spread it around. It's going to melt into it. Hear that sizzle? Keep as much on the top as you can. Alrighty. We're gonna add just a little bit more fresh salt and pepper. And these go back in the oven for another 5 to 10 minutes. And then we get to dig in. Can you see how they just got toastier on the top? Looks amazing. All right, so I obviously am going to let these cool down for just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and plate one up for us. I am garnishing it today with a little bit of sour cream, chili oil, and fresh parsley and cilantro. Please feel free to garnish yours with whatever toppings make you happy. See you back here in a sec. All right, time to dig in. I have garnished mine, like I said, with a little chili oil, some chili crisp, some cilantro, parsley, and a little bit of sour cream. Again, garnish yours however you would like, but without further ado, let's dig into this bad boy. Get one here, cover it up in some goodness. Wonderful. Lots of flavor, crispy on the outside. Thank you for watching What's Cooking with Rochelle. I appreciate you. And if you like this, please share it with somebody else. And if you are not a subscriber yet, please do so. I would greatly appreciate any feedback and or membership that you would like to offer. Hope you enjoyed Hasselback potatoes. Bye for now.